Did you know that you can get better at singing just by adopting a healthy diet? If you are serious about not only having a nice voice and singing songs, but about you being a singing instrument, then you must take care of your health and your diet. There are many reasons for this, but today I'm going to tell you the 3 ones that are really worthy of your attention. The first one, and this is especially if you want to sing often and if you want to sing in a band or you want to go on tour, and is to keep infections away from your system. When you are traveling, or if you are in winter, or if you are in contact with a lot of people, you can get colds and flus and things like that, and they will prevent you from singing. So if you want to sing often, especially if you want to sing in public often, you need to have a strong immune system to fight whatever nasty comes to you and not get sick. The second reason is because you have to send energy to the right places. If your body is working hard on helping you digest things that are bad for you and trying to defend yourself from the danger of ingesting things that are bad for you, then your energy is sent into that rather than into singing. And then singing becomes harder and you're not gonna sound as nice. If you want to make singing easier, you have to become a good instrument. Remember, as a singer, you don't get to buy a new instrument. You are your instrument. That's it. You have to take care of yourself. Number 3, it helps you to think clearly. Having a healthy diet helps you to have a more balanced, controlled mind, which you need for singing and for many other things. If your diet is awful, you're going to find yourself being more anxious. Your breath is going to change. Your voice is going to change. Remember that every time your breath changes, your voice changes. And so if you ingest the wrong foods, you are not going to be so much in control of your mind. And remember that your mind controls everything you do. So it's a good asset to have. Now I'm going to talk about 5 specific steps that you can take that have worked the best for me particularly. And the first one, it talks about the last point that I made, which is sugar intake. Nobody said it was easy. Now, this one is hard. We all know now that eating more sugar than you should, it makes you more anxious, it makes you addicted, and it makes you dependent. You can't think clearly, you can't have a sharp brain, and you are not in control of your emotions if you have an excess of sugar. So one of the best things I have ever done for my singing and for myself is to cut sugar. And this looks differently for everyone, but to me, I have experimented for about 2-3 years with being sugar-free. The main thing, I used to eat a lot of sugar because I love ice cream. But when I decided to give it a go to stopping sugar, it was because I was feeling very tired at night. Since I stopped eating sugar, that is not a problem anymore. I have energy during the whole day and I don't have cravings anymore. Seriously, it's totally worth it. And sugar is an interesting topic because in my case, I was kind of identifying with sugar. I was identifying myself with having a sweet tooth, and there were many reasons why I would justify a sugar intake while I knew that it wasn't good for me. So nowadays, now that I have experimented on a lot of ways, I think I've reached a certain balance. So I will eat a sugary thing once or twice a week, but then the rest of the week is totally sugar-free, and it is what is working for me. But of course, it will look differently for you. I think even if you reduce a percentage of sugar, you're going to have benefits. Number 2, intermittent fasting. So also I adopted this when I was trying to get more energy. I've been doing this for about 2 or 3 years, and I keep on doing it every day. I do 14 hours of fasting. So between my last meal and the first meal of the next day, 14 hours have to pass. It's a good length for me. A lot of people do 16 hours. For me, 16 hours is a little bit too much, and I do have the benefits that I want with 14 hours, which means I feel energetic in the morning, I don't feel lethargic anymore, and my digestive system works much better. Because when you do intermittent fasting, then your body has a chance to digest and process everything you have taken in the last meal. Intermittent fasting has also been linked to less illnesses and an improved immune system, which we want for singing. In my case, I did it because I wanted more energy. I can guarantee it works. Now, the third habit that I have adopted is to eat dinner 3 hours before bedtime. Now, I have been doing this for many, many years because I used to have acidic reflux. And that is awful for singers. Acidic reflux will directly affect your vocal cords. You don't want that. It's bad for your voice. It can have much more serious problems later on. But now we're talking about singing because this is a singing channel and it does bring you a lot of trouble. One of the ways you can avoid it is by making sure that there is enough length between your last meal and bedtime. So ideally I do 3 hours. Sometimes I have to do 2 hours because I come home late, but bare minimum 2 hours, better 3 hours. And I can feel the difference. If I ever have to eat right before bed for any reason, I do feel the difference the next day. If you're a singer, I urge you to give it a good go. Fourth, adding probiotics and prebiotics to your diet. And apparently there are postbiotics as well. Now this is super important, especially if you have to take some medicine. It's super important to have a healthy gut bacteria to keep yourself immune. As I said before, it's really important to keep yourself with a strong immune system to be able to not get sick. Otherwise you have to sort of live in a bubble to not have contact with anyone if you don't want to get sick. It actually does make you feel safer. The main thing in my studio is that people, even if they have a cold, they will come in person without telling me. And I used to get really annoyed about it because, of course, I will feel that I was at the mercy of the people that came sick and passed germs into me. By making sure that I keep myself strong and with a strong immune system, I feel way more confident and way safer now. Of course, take as many precautions as you can while still being social and having a normal life, but it does help you be and feel more resilient. You are your instrument, you have to take care of it. Finally, keep yourself hydrated. Very important. I have a lot of students that they will come when they are new, and a lot of them tell me, I only sing if I drink alcohol, I only sing if I smoke, and there is no way I won't do it. It gives me confidence. Well, it doesn't give you confidence. You think it gives you confidence, but you're not in control of your mind. So you're gonna be dependent of that, as many people are. It gives you a distorted image of reality. You are not singing better. Again, as I said in my last video, if you wanna be a great singer, you have to learn to be stronger than your emotions. If you're gonna sing, don't drink alcohol. Alcohol will dehydrate you, and the vocal cords are like super delicate. They have a membrane that is like 93% water or something ridiculous like that, and if you are dehydrated, that is gonna suffer, and singing is gonna be much harder, and you are not gonna sound as good. Your sound quality is gonna be worse. So I urge you to stop taking things that dehydrate you, like coffee or alcohol, and to make sure that you keep yourself hydrated. It is said that once you are thirsty, you are way too dehydrated. So make sure you keep yourself hydrated through your day, and you are gonna notice the difference. If you have any other diet tip that you would like to share, please let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe because I'm always posting content like this to make you a better singer. I hope you enjoy it. I'll see you in the next video.